Welcome to ARW. I'm Harold, and what we're here for today is another review. It's going to be the Feyachi RS 28 reflex sight, and it's also what most people refer to as a red dot, and I really like red dot sights. These are the economy variety of red dot sights. They're not the $2 or $3 or $4 or $500 type. So we're going to take a look at them, and I've always contended that even in the lower prices they serve a need, and we're going to take and see how well this one can serve a need. Let's turn the camera around and take a look at the product. No, you're you're not seeing double, and it's not an optical trick. The folks at Feyachi sent me 2 sights this time, and of course I'm going to test one of them and leave the other one in the box. I don't know if that's what they intended, but that's my game plan for the day. And I thought, well, I've got a pistol to put them on that I haven't touched in 4 or 5 years. Okay, now I have unboxed this red dot sight, reflex sight, whatever you want to say it. And you can see that it's a early design, and it has about 4 reticles that you can use. They're marked here, and you just flip this little lever to whichever one you want to use. So, and it also has green reticles or red reticles, depending on how far you turn this little knob. It comes with a battery installed and an extra battery, a couple of Allen wrenches, cleaning cloth, and an instruction book. I don't think there's anything else in that box. No, just foam. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put it on the very first pistol that I ever shot the Steel Challenge with. We'll move this stuff out of the way, and we're going to lay him down right there. That's a Smith & Wesson 22A. There's no magazine in here, so no ammo, no magazine, no ammo in there. It's all safe. Alright. It's been a long time since I messed with this guy. The last time I put a red dot on it, these little grooves were just barely wide enough for the things to hook over into, but they did hook over in there. So, because I'm kind of fumbly, off camera I'll mount the sight on there, and then we'll come back. Now when you install this sight on a rail, you'll see the little grooves in the top of it, and this front screw extends through to where it rests in one of those grooves. It'll rest into one of these grooves, whichever one you line up with, to keep it from moving back and forth. So when you go to install it, be sure you're lined up on your, say, your Picatinny rail with one of the grooves. Alright? In fact, I felt like I should show you. Do you see this screw right here? He protrudes past the bottom of this sight mount, and he is what goes in the little round grooves. Rather ingenious, I'd think. Alright, I'm going to attempt to show the 4 reticles in one color, which is going to be red. So if you come over to here, you get a dot. You see the dot? And if you move it over, you get a circle with a dot in the middle. I move it over a little further, and ooh, did I miss one? Alright, I move it over a little further, and you get, let me see what that is. I can't see the camera. That's a circle with the outer arms of a cross hair sticking out the sides of it. Okay? If I come back this way one spot, that's the crosshair where the sides don't meet, and they've got a hole right in the center for you to see things. Okay? And you get the same thing in green. And myself, I kind of preferred I don't know why, but today, and that was because I guess the mood I was in today, Today I preferred the circle with a dot in it. Okay, now we're going to cram a bore sighter in here and see what it looks like. Okay, so we got the bore sighter on it, and I look down through the middle of it there and see how close we come to being on it, and the red circles covering up the bore sight. It's just a little bit on top of it. You see it like sticking out of the bottom just a tiny bit. I think I can go with that. We'll go to the range and see what we get. I believe that I can deal with that. Pretty sure. Alright, so here we are at the range. We're going to give a shot at that dueling tree. Well, didn't do real good. That ought to do it. The sight's good enough to hit stuff. That's where we'll stop. When I return from the range of this guy, we'll summarize the features of the sight, and I'll discuss things that I will have discovered about the functioning of the sight. Okay? Okay, so things that I've discovered about this and the summary of it is this guy runs on a 3.3 volt battery. I think that's what it's, well, 3 volt lithium, but this guy runs on a 3 volt lithium battery. It's got a 33 millimeter screen in it and 4 reticles. One is a dot, one is a circle with a dot in the middle, one is a crosshair with a circle, and one is a circle with a crosshair arm sticking out the side of it. So it gives you this in both green or red reticles on the screen there. Now, I took it to the range and I played with it, experimented, and you've seen me shooting the dueling tree there, so you know that I was able to hit it, so the sight must be working. I did discover some eccentricities. Don't move the reticle. Once you pick out which reticle you want, stay on that one particular reticle, because if you move it, the next one's not going to be sighted in. You're going to have to bore sight the next reticle. And if you come back to the one you came from, even without bore sighting the other reticle, this reticle may not be on target. You'll have to sight it in again. So my advice to you is pick the reticle you like the looks of, bore sight it on that, and don't move it, because once you do, you got to start over. Alright? Now the battery seems to last pretty good. I don't know how long it lasts, but it lasted me for quite a while out there, and for all the fooling around I'm doing here. Usually on these particular sites you get about 10 hours of use out of the battery. So that's part of why the price is low, is use of the battery. The rest of it, it's a red dot sight. Does all the same things other red dot sights do. You can acquire your target quick, you can get on it, you can hit it with the least effort or skill or whatever, and I think these are a great aid to a person. If you've never had one, start with a low priced one like this, one of the value models, and once you get really used to it, you feel like you're ready for the big time, get you a $500 Trigicon or something, they're out there. But all of them are red dots, and they all hit the target, and that's what it's all about. Alright, now you guys think about it. There's information on where to buy this down in the little box down there, and keep on keeping on. Alright, bye now.